A couple of Tuesdays ago, I was here in San Diego, very busy with our work with Border Angels, when I got a call that maybe I should go up to Murrieta because there was some protesters being very loud and chanting these anti-immigrant and racist slogans, and maybe I should go up there. It's an hour north of San Diego. So I went up there. I did a couple of interviews, and I went to observe. And what I observed was the freedom of speech and action, which everybody supports. The protesters were on the sidewalk, yelling their chants and so forth. I was just minding my own business. And then I saw the three buses coming, and Juan mentioned the buses being turned back. I want to make it very clear that those three buses were turned back by the Murrieta police, not by the protesters, because as the buses were approaching, the Murrieta police stepped in front of the buses and blocked the buses, which made absolutely no sense because they could have just kept on driving and gone into the Border Patrol facility. So I told one of the officers, why are you stopping the buses there? And then a protester came out, and then other protesters came out. And of the 50 protesters that were there in total, about half of them eventually came out in front of the bus, as did about 25 or 30 media people. And the protesters were banging the American flag against the bus, screaming these racist taunts. And it was horrific to see because the children inside the bus and their moms were crying. They don't speak English, but they understand hate. And it brought tears to my eyes, and I even saw some media people with teary eyes, because we saw the worst of the American spirit. Regardless of how you feel about this issue, which side of the political aisle you're on, these are children. These are children, and we need to embrace and love our children. And a society is judged on how we treat our children. And what we witnessed that day was the worst of the American spirit. And I really believe that that moment will live in infamy, and it can be the turning point, as it already has become a little bit, in this immigration issue. We really need to have humane immigration policies. They don't exist in this country right now. And the whole world saw that hateful display of those 50 people. And the consciousness of this country is saying, that is not who we are. That is not who we are. And I'm asking President Obama that when he tucks his two girls in and they ask him, Daddy, are you doing everything possible to help those children? He can be honest and say, yes, I am, because he stated it's a humanitarian crisis, and it is. We need a humanitarian solution, and we have not seen that.